Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to the Soul Tribe, guys. If you're a returning subscriber, sending you so many kisses. I love you guys. So thank you. I hope you've had a beautiful day. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Grab your tea, grab your treat, grab your drink, do whatever you need to do to get comfortable, because me, Tasha, is going to spill the tea straight. No chaser, no sugarcoating bullshit. It is what it is, guys. So cheers. Oh, this Palo Santo smells so nice. So, let's tap in. Ancestors, spirit guides of the highest white light, I call you into my beautiful space and I ask for a clear, precise channel message for the beautiful collective that is watching me and protection while I'm channeling this message. Ancestors, with the Witch's Oracle, what are we tapping into? What do you want to tell my collective for the overall energy? What's going on? We're going to clarify this with some tarot. We're going to get into it with the Oracle, and we may jump in with the juice. So stay tuned to the end, guys. I love yous. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It does help the algorithm, all right? We have loss. Bottom of the deck, it's Apple, and it's in reverse. Somebody is feeling like they're missing out on some kind of information. Like you got the secret sauce. Like you got some kind of information, okay? And somebody feels lost, lack. Maybe they tried to silence you in some kind of way, but you got the power and you're very devoted. Wings. Now you're very protected. So whomever's trying to come up against you is feeling very much in a loss, because here lies someone's integrity. No, I'm just kidding. They've tried to poison or assassinate your character. Oh, but spirit, source. Okay, you are who you are. And you have the power to call back your energy. You are very devoted to self, to what you know, to this tree, to building a new legacy. Now, your seeds are planted firmly deep into the ground, and you're very protected. The cat goes underneath the wings. The ancestors are definitely giving you clarification that no matter what you've been through, you have this protection to guide you through, and somebody's feeling a loss of that because they know that you have some kind of knowledge and protection. Wow, see? And the endurance to push through. No matter what's in front of you, you have the power and the endurance to see it through. Now, somebody may have tried to put you in a jar. The ancestors said, the fuck you will. You got the endurance to push past this. Now, somebody may have even been trying to do some kind of voodoo ritual. You know, a doll, whatever. Well, they got to be careful with this, hedgehog. Somebody's seeing you as, you know, an easy target. Now they're understanding, yes, you have a soft heart, but you are definitely, you know, you have these boundaries. And yes, you're protecting yourself. You're allowed to be beautiful. You're allowed to be sexy and magnetic and charismatic, and still believe in a higher power, still believe in source, still believe in the right thing to do, still have morals, integrity, and dignity. And somebody wanted to play you like a fool, want to sleep on you. Now they're feeling some kind of way because they're absolutely devoted to you. And it's because of how you carry yourself. Somebody's in their feelings because they feel loss. A lot of loss right now because you have the secret sauce, guys. Let's get some messages here. I'm going to use the Insta Tarot. Okay, yeah. When somebody's alone, you're the only one that's on their mind. And you know why? Because you got that secret sauce. Okay? Whether it's friends, family, acquaintances, a lover, somebody knows you got the power and the endurance. And you can push through no matter what. You have this protection. You could even have a spiritual animal, a black cat that protects you. Somebody has a lot of passion for you with this Ace of Wands. Now, God, Creator, Source, whoever you believe in, the higher power, Ra, whatever, you know, the Sun God, you put it where it fits, the aliens, whatever you believe in, guys. Depends on what you believe in, right? But we don't judge here. Somebody's feeling left out from your legacy. Somebody may have tried to do root work on you. Maybe, you know, a very trying time. You may not be seeing the fruits of your labor just yet, but you're, like I said, your roots are firm into this ground, and it's protected, this ground. You know, there may be a lot of towers happening around you, life-changing events, but it's only, you know, the things are falling apart around you only to build something better, something stronger, something more stable. And people are feeling a loss from this, from you. Okay, so let's try to get these in the picture, because, you know, it's all about the cards. But anyway, somebody has a lot of love for you, okay? And that's why they're in their feelings. They may not have a lot of love for you. Maybe it's not love. But they have a lot of passion for you, okay? They see you tapping into this creativity. And like I said, God, Creator, Source, whoever you choose to believe in, you know, we ain't judging, is giving you a new opportunity to use that creativity to start something new. And we have to go into our own sorrows to create something. Somebody may even said you were over-emotional before, but now is feeling these feelings of emotions, because like I said, when they're alone, you're the only one who's on their mind. And it's because you have the secret sauce. Whether this is for a job, a relationship, or family, somebody knows you have the power. And you're soft. But you have this parallel. You know what I mean? Ancestors, what's this loss in this tree? Yeah, somebody really feels left out from your family tree, like your family feels lost. Because look, it's the devil. Somebody was very codependent, okay? They said one thing and done another. It's like, do as I say, not as I do kind of character. And you've seen it. Somebody was trying to, you know, look, they were trying to give you candy. They were trying to lure you in some kind of way, shape, or form. But you understood that there was some kind of attachments. It was a love of convenience, or there were strings attached of some kind of way. Somebody may have even wanted you to sign a contract or something. But you see the bigger picture. Somebody needs you more than you need them. And they're mad that they fumbled you. Oh, it's a King of Swords in reverse. Guys, somebody is very abusive. Oh, it's a Queen of Swords. So this could be a female, male, doesn't matter. But it's a Queen of Swords. With the World. And Paula Smith says, the noodles say delicious in the future. So somebody is Paula Smith, so that's like, she's like a cooker, right? But she like talks all soft and shit, but she's so fake, right? So somebody may be pretending like they're a nice person, but they're not really a good person. There's a difference, and you've seen it. And as soon as you cut this narcissist off, somebody who was in your family, they start making up rumors about you, saying that you were codependent because this person was feeling left out from you. Maybe now somebody wanted to take your position in this family tree, you know, or take something, your legacy. But the World is in reverse. Somebody's feeling left out. Maybe somebody chose this Queen of Swords in reverse, thinking that they were like you, but they're not. They pretend they're a nice person, but they're not a good person. There's a difference, guys. Somebody could portray themselves like a nice guy, give you everything you want, but there's always ulterior motives. Somebody's seeing the truth of a situation. You have perhaps seen a truth of a situation, because the World is in reverse, guys. As soon as you say no to this person, the truth comes in. Somebody may have been trying to butter you up, but it was only to keep you trapped in some kind of binding energy. Like I said, they're offering you like this candy, right? This devil's offering you this candy, but they're behind that mask, behind that candy is a narcissistic person who will abuse you emotionally, mentally, physically, financially, spiritually. And somebody may have even said that that was you. This is why you didn't have an opportunity to really, you know, get the fruits of your labor, because somebody was really lying. And internally, they feel a loss. You don't feel a loss, because you know that when your time is to come, it will come. Whoever took from you clearly needed it more than you at the time. God, Creator, Source does bless the good-hearted energy. You're not a nice person. You're kind. You do the right thing. You don't leave people out. Somebody tried to leave you out so that they can shine brighter. Now they're the ones who are feeling left out from the kingdom, because they try to poison, assassinate your character when you got double protection. You got protection of the black cat, which is the shadow. And then you got protection of the ego wing, which is of the higher beings. You are earth angel, but you're also, you know, you have protection from both, guys. You had to earn back your stripes. It takes one to know one. This is how you can get out. This is why you're very relatable, because you don't judge. Somebody knows you love all walks of life, you know? And people think that love means like you're having sex or something. No, true love means standing up for somebody. You got the Three of Wands here, Three of Swords. Somebody broke your heart because they didn't stand up for you. Somebody was intimidated by your power, by your protection. They knew that if somebody gave you lemons, that you were going to make lemonade. Or somehow you were going to find strawberries and make a strawberry lemonade. You were going to make something more sweeter. You always make things more sweeter. I told you, you got that sauce. You got that secret recipe to make things better. And it's because you're not alone. You have help. And you kind of sit with people. You don't give them unsolicited advice. You feel them and you find a solution to the situation. You find a solution to your situation now. You're not really paying attention to anybody right now, because at the end of the day, a lot of people tried to hurt your heart and all you were doing was trying to help them. They feel lost because they try to leave you out, inevitably being left out. The real recognizes real, King of Pentacles. There is somebody who wants to invest in you. Doesn't have to be somebody that, like I said, loves you, right? It's just somebody who sees you as a great investment. And a lot of people look at you like a cash cow, like you're a great opportunity, but you've been taken advantage of over and over and over, and you are very generous as that King of Pentacles. But people break your heart, you know? Now somebody wants to flash something on you, and you could care less what they have to offer. What matters is, can they really do the work? Can they be consistent? Because somebody really fumbled you because they tried to throw this energy at you, like tried to lure you in with some kind of strings attached, outdated belief systems that you knew was going to end up breaking your own heart. You had to cut somebody off, because no matter how much money somebody throws in the air, it's not going to change who you are. It's not going to, you know, bend your morals or your dignity. Four of Cups. And this is why God, Creator, Source is giving you a brand new opportunity. Because you had the power and the endurance to, even when you were struggling, even when you didn't have no fruits of your labor, you still push through, knowing that your time will come. And you don't have to demoralize yourself in order to get it. And you don't have to degrade yourself to go backwards towards people who are hurting you. And somebody loves your empowerment. And they know that you are never going to be rejected. You don't reject yourself. You tap into your own inner child. And whoever's trying to do energy work on you, or manipulation, or, you know, this hoodoo, voodoo, fuck who the hell knows, you know, Santeria, they're feeling some kind of way, Ace of Cups, because you have no love for them, Six of Pentacles. You have no love for people who have no love for self, because you know that it's going to bleed onto you. Somebody is very intimidated by you because you read people, and it's not personal, it's principles. Six of Pentacles. A lot of people know what you bring to the table, okay, but they want to silence you and claim it for their own. And the right person is going to come in and show you through actions. You've really been there for a lot of people. You help a lot of people. But not a lot of people are willing to put their neck out for you. And somebody is feeling like in that same kind of situation, like they help a lot of people, but nobody really is a follow through. And a lot of people are looking at you like a big opportunity. But this is why you stay to yourself and you do for yourself, and you'd rather be on the wing, because you can see if somebody is just there for a good time and not a long time. And your devotion to self is unmatched. It's beautiful. But there was a lot of people who came towards you who only seen you as money, or what you can offer, or what you can teach people, but nobody was really bringing that reciprocity. And you've seen that. You cut it off, and you had the endurance to stay by yourself, to understand that the ancestors were making a whole room for you, a whole building just for you. You may have had a lot of doors slam in your face. And a lot of people are very mad right now because they did fumble you. But you're about clarity, purpose, and learning, and something's your time now, okay? Ancestors are coming in to help you, to give you some kind of opportunity, to bring in the right kind of people towards you, to open up this new gate of opportunities, because you are stable in the mind, in the spirit. And now it's time to bring that from the ethers into the 3D. And we can't do it alone. Somebody understands why you're protected, why you're real. And it's because you're not here to cater to other people. You're here to keep it real and change the game. Which means you're not gonna always be a nice person, not to other people. Like, you're real. You're a good person. You do the right thing. Like I said, you don't leave anybody behind. But that doesn't mean you get stepped on and disrespected. And nice is just they stay silent. And nobody wants true healing. Three of Pentacles. And this is why you're choosing to work by yourself, because you know you're never truly by yourself. And that's what's pissing a lot of people off, because they feel left out, because you're completely okay with by yourself. Because a lot of people are taking in the wrong information. And you don't want to be part of this wrong information, because you are going to have to pay the consequences knowing. Because when you know better, you have to do better. And a lot of people are choosing not to do better. That they can't keep their mind off of you, because they know that you know the right way. So they're kind of using you as a muse, but they're not giving you credit. So what they're doing is they're using your words, they're using your workshops, they're using your energy, your money, your resources. Take it as it resonates. It's different for everybody else, right? But they're taking whatever you're giving them, whatever you're feeding them emotionally, mentally, physically, financially, or whatever they're stealing, because you may not be giving these people it. They may be stealing it from you. But they're not moving in that kind of way. It's just it looks good on paper because you know how to work that. You know, you got that longevity. You got that secret sauce. So people are trying to steal the recipe, but they're always missing something. You know, it doesn't taste the same. It doesn't hit the same. It doesn't produce the same. It doesn't gravitate the same kind of energy, right? And this is why you're choosing to work by yourself. So then this way people are going to have to figure it out for themselves as well. But somebody wants to come in, and it's ancestors, to offer you this new opportunity, because you got this pen in your hand and it's a new chapter, guys. You got this paintbrush, the new canvas. You get to choose what you want. And somebody really wants to help you, and it's the ancestors. Or there could be somebody who's very much in their emotions because they've seen you time and time again push through. Well, a lot of people were trying to drag you down. Wow. Loading. They've seen you time and time again. Like, somebody knows why you're protected, why you protect yourself. And you do have a big heart. And you do wear it on your sleeves. That's why you protect yourself. But it's because you've been through it. A lot of people want to put you on this, you know. And people really think that they can leave you for when they're ready. And that's not true. Look, Three of Pentacles. You're really... It's the Three of Cups. You're not working with third parties. You're not working as a team with a group, a corporation, or a family, or even a whole community because of the way they chose to treat you. Now, if somebody doesn't have access to you and you block them, you do not have to explain nothing to nobody, because as a grown adult, they know exactly what they did. It's the Magician, the Two of Cups in reverse, the Page of Wands in reverse, and the Page of Cups in reverse. Did I not just say they know exactly what they did? Thank you, ancestors, for clarifying my downloads. Somebody's a tyrant. They refuse to apologize, but they want you to stick around so that this way they can gain something off of you. It's like you're the kind of type, the kind of energy, the kind of girlfriend, the kind of boyfriend, the kind of co-worker, the kind of family member that people brag about. Okay, you're the energy that people brag about. You're the one that, you know, everybody says, yeah, I got her. I got him. Got an opportunity with them. But you're also, you know, the person who's a lot of people are going to be like, it was. It's just going to be a story, right? And somebody is feeling you like slip through their fingers, like this is just going to be a story, or they're going to be telling their grandchildren, great-grandchildren about this person that they used to be with. All because they refuse to apologize. Now somebody is very immature, and you have the tools in your toolbox to know what is a toxic relationship and what is not, what is good for you, what is not. You know who hurt your heart. You know why you don't speak to people. People know why you're choosing not to speak to them. But they're still trying to hold on to you. Why? Because you're a fucking giver. And somebody feels that devotion that you had for them slipping away. And they feel you going into a new relationship. But you're not manifesting a relationship. Because you know that if you choose to manifest the relationship, it may come out in balance. So what you're choosing to do is end situations with third parties and get balance within yourself. And somebody is so overwhelmed by this transformation of yours, because the more that they try to assassinate your character, the more they're only looking more like a hater. See? The more they put themselves in this loading energy. Somebody wanted you to be on a hamster wheel of dog shit, and look at where they are. They clearly got wrong information about you because you belong. Somebody didn't want you to feel belonged, like you didn't belong, like they didn't want you to be seen, or, you know, they didn't want you to have a quality of life. And now somebody is stuck because the ancestors got somebody by the fucking throat. Yeah, it's the Page of Swords in reverse, guys. Somebody's watching you, and they're mad because they're a liar, and they're getting caught up in their lies. And it's this narcissist, male or female. They wanted to, I don't know, lure somebody in with some kind of ill intent, some kind of tricky, could be money, like candy, right? So it could be some kind of drugs, I don't know, shopping sprees. Somebody realized that, holy shit, that's not gonna work out. Somebody may even try to, you know, isolate and then buy you off, and well, you're not a fucking sellout. You hit different. You hit different. Your passion is great. See, you hit different. You got that motherfucking strength. It's not easy to subdue a lion, is it? Knight of Pentacles, and somebody's mad because they wanted to block everything from you, but somebody is impatient and needy and lacks strength, lacks control. Somebody knows that you have the power to manifest the beautiful life for yourself, but you are not manifesting a relationship. That's done. Somebody stick a fork in it, it's over, you know, you're not. But somebody also wanted you to harden your heart. Your heart is not hardened. The thing is that you're not, you have no expectations. You really do love life. You wish people the best. But you don't want nothing to do with nothing from the past. Why? Because it's brought you a lot of heartbreak. Somebody wanted to play with your feelings. They only end up playing with themselves. See, collaboration. Somebody really wanted to be you. It's fucking weird, guys. Forbidden. Yeah, that was definitely forbidden. You see somebody as highly suspect. Super, like it's the invasion of the body snatchers. Somebody really wanted to be you, be right in your fucking skin, but it's weird and it's not possible. And it could be somebody from your family, guys. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre kind of family. What kind of family is that? I'm telling you, who needs enemies when you got families like this? Eggs. Somebody's seen you as the divine feminine, that you can plant the seed, watch it grow, that a lot of people really did look up to you, and somebody wanted your position as the matriarch or whatever, you know, like I said, you were the one that everybody brags about. So somebody wanted to be you. It's fire. God, you are really fucking letting shit burn. You are letting people hear you. So, collaboration. Let's check this out real fast, all right? Collaboration. It says, most people would give anything else to be turned into something else. In the upright, we help each other be human. It says, in the closest relationships, we sometimes take on each other's habits and quirks, even start to resemble each other without recognizing it. This can be for the better or for the worse. Some taking comfort in feeling irreplaceable, on ultimate union. Others find it a little bit creepy. Now somebody really tried to be you, and somebody is realizing that they picked the groupie. The mask is falling off, and somebody is, oh, it's not really pleasant. Somebody is not really, somebody is not looking like how they were. You know, that somebody thought it was like the bombest sex ever. Somebody is trash. It's trash energy, guys. Oh, somebody feels a lot of guilt. And they're looking at you, they're in all their feelings, feeling a lot of loss, especially from your knowledge, whatever you fed them, guys. Somebody's waking up from the illusion, and it's forbidden. Candyman, guys. Somebody really called upon the other side, and they should have proceeded with caution. It says, the truth of the matter does not depend on our beliefs in it, or rather, whatever we take it seriously. Some of the harshest outcomes in a situation may come from those who approach it dismissively. It can be tempting to keep a cognitive dissonance, especially from horrible circumstances, but we may do so at our own peril. Somebody didn't realize, they didn't see the bigger picture, that by coming in with this lack of love, after you not rejecting yourself, they were going to get caught. Somebody did some kind of voodoo magic on you, somebody you love. I don't know what is heartbreak, hurt. It is what it is. Somebody tried to butter you up after the fact. It was forbidden. Somebody knew not to come in. They knew not to be a pervert with you. They knew not to step the boundaries. They knew not to use, abuse, and manipulate you. You see somebody as highly suspect. You see them as suspicious. You see them as a body snatcher. A lot of people are seeing somebody as a body snatcher. They really wanted to be you. It's kind of weird. Like I said, you don't hang out with weird. Okay, so it says, don't be trapped in old concepts. You refuse to be trapped in old concepts. And you see people as non-character players. And they are really fucking upset that they fumbled you. Because when they're alone, you're the only one that's on their mind. Why? Because you got that secret sauce, guys. They can't handle you. They couldn't handle you. They fumbled you. They were scared of your intuition. They were intimidated by your strength, your power, your protection, your ability to heal, and your ability to see people for who they are. And that people are just trying to copy you so that they can get something from you. So they feel like, you feel like there's an incompletion, and you'll go running back without having to apologize. You see this. You've been in this cycle over and over and over again. Hence why now they're stuck in this cycle, because you see it. Suspicious. Okay, it says upright. Keep a weary eye on how things are evolving. You keep a weary eye on how things are evolving. Invasion of the body snatchers. Okay, there are times when it feels like everything, those around us, even society at large, is changing in a disorienting pace. The cosmic distortion intrudes to the way we thought life would always be. Holding on to our individual perspective can be exhausting, and the temptation to give in can be overwhelming. Is this new way of thinking really so bad? Just being new? See, somebody wanted to fucking persecute you because you refused to be in the matrix. You refused to be a non-character player, so they wanted to assassinate you. Maybe the guy looks something like this. I don't know. You take it where it resonates, guys. You know your story best. It's different for everybody. But somebody wanted to persecute you, and you are like slaying the dragon within you. You know thyself. So the beast lives within us. Somebody wanted to persecute you because they know the beast. They know, they're calling you a beast because they know they did dark magic on you. And they're like, well, she must be evil because this isn't working. Just because you're evil and the magic isn't working on somebody who is genuine, who isn't a copycat, who isn't a fraud, a pick-me, a groupie, a wannabe, like you, like this person, doesn't mean they're evil. It actually means that they're a good person, not pretending to be nice, not being a fake person, putting on a facade. No, this person is real. You are a good person. You do what is right. Not because you were told to do it, but because you know it's the right thing to do. And a lot of people are, you know, when you point one finger, there's 10 pointing back. And you got the ancestors. Somebody is mad because you see them as very highly suspect. And it could be somebody from your family. It could be a group. It could be a society, a corporation. It could be a job. a lot of people grouped up to go against you. The only thing that they have in common is you. They don't even like each other, guys. It's your devotion. Somebody doesn't like the fact that you give even when you don't have. Even when they have you on this roller coaster, it doesn't change who you are. The dinner. A lot of people see you eating, but a lot of people were eating off your motherfucking plate. You flipped the table and you just sat there and waited and start building your own table. And now these people can't even pass your table, let alone sit at it. And that's their choice by choosing to play you. They only end up playing themselves. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The events in the world are not doing much either to cheer one up. Somebody is very depressed because they know what they did to you and you know what they did to you. This is why they don't have access to you. So never mind, oh, this person's mean, they don't let you in. People know what they did. That's why you don't have to explain anything to anybody, guys. In the upright says, you are what you eat, so focus on sustainable options. These people see you as a sustainable option, but they didn't even help you. This is why people really do see you as the big bank, as an opportunity. You have this sauce, but you need help. We all need help. Maybe you're someone like myself who needs, you know, a management team or a production team to help, you know, but you don't know this stuff. You don't know how to get yourself into this stuff. You don't have the money to do this, but you're in the process of one step at a time, asking the ancestors, okay, or doing your own research, something. But there's a lot of distractions, and your family, your friends, a corporation, whoever it is, had the means to help you. But what did they do? Instead, they took your information, they took your gifts, they took your creativity, and they called it for their own, and they try to create off of it. They could have created for a little while. A lot of people could have made a lot of bank off of you, but there's no longevity. And that's why they know you're protected and why you've been protecting yourself and why you choose to be by yourself. Because if you're gonna get in an investment with somebody, whether it's a relationship, a partnership, or a friendship, you're gonna think long term. You're gonna look at the bigger picture, okay? Because you don't wanna get stuck in an environment with people who life is, they're not happy. You know, you look at life differently. Like the animals talk to you, the plants talk to you, the sunset talks, you know what I mean? Like, you love life and you make it the best that you can because you've had the worst that life has to offer. And you want to make a good life for everybody. You want everybody to eat. There is enough for everybody, but you don't want them eating at your table. Because you've seen how people are. They get very jealous, very envious, and it's all about actions. Like I said, love is a verb. You choose to act when nobody asks you. But then you look around and when you need it, nobody's there. It's like you're supposed to go and ask for help all the time. When people see you struggling, they know that you're a great opportunity for a situation, but it's like me as a tarot reader. I would never go to you and ask you if you need a reader. Need a reading. Never. 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 So, people have to come to you. That's the energy, guys. Somebody was intimidated by you to come towards you to ask you for help, to ask you for this job, or to ask you to work at this job, or to go on a date. Whatever this is, guys, somebody had to have the strength, and they couldn't do that because they had a lot of people who were really poisoning them. They were around the company they keep, right? Look with this sausage, right? You put a fork in it, it's done. It's rotten. It's been left out for too long. There's maggots and shit, and people be still eating it, and they wanted to serve you that shit. And karma's sitting these people down. I'm telling you, somebody is caught, like, I don't know, the ancestors got somebody in a fucking chokehold. They're being fed the trash that they tried to feed you. Now, if somebody tried to breadcrumb you, they are being breadcrumbed by the ancestors. They are getting cut off. It says, maybe you do want to look closely at how the sausage is made. If you make a steady diet in the brain, suddenly awful aspects of your life around you, through the news, social interactions, introspective conflict, you're sure to find that what you're feeding yourself is actually all-consuming. Don't let it eat you up. Somebody thought that whatever they were doing was going to eat you up, but you have this art of detachment. Even if you're a reader such as myself and you do personal readings, somebody asked me, how do you do like a whole bunch of personal readings in one day? I have the art of detachment and I am a channeler, so about 75% of the time I will forget what I'm telling you in that reading because it's not for me and I'm channeling it. So I try to leave it in the past where it is. I take what I remember because it's clearly for me, but I leave it there. I don't walk my daily life trying to remember what kind of readings I did for people because I've done a lot of readings for people. I've helped a lot of people. And I want to be able to disassociate myself from the work that I do and just the life that I live, right? Living the life that I live because I've lived I've lived life. You may not see it because I look so young, but I've lived a life. And it's not something that I'm proud about or boast about, but it is who I am, and it has made me who I am. So I'm not ashamed of it, and I fully accept what I've done. A lot of people don't like that, and a lot of people refuse to accept what they've done because the truth, it doesn't glorify us. It doesn't make us look good. It doesn't, so we're not a nice person. We're not here to coddle people and to make them feel good. And, we're here to have compassion for others and to understand where they've been through because we ourselves have been through that. But there's not a lot of people who are very good, kind-hearted people. And those good people, not the kind, like the nice, not the nice people, but the good, kind people, there's a darker side to those people because they've been through it. This is why they do for others when they see them struggling without asking. These people do it because they know they're going to have some kind of ultimatum or some kind of strings attached, or there's going to be an outcome that's going to benefit them. As the good people do it out of the kindness of their heart and ask for nothing in return. That's why the good people do not finish last, but the nice ones do. You see? So be careful, guys. Okay? So you got to be careful what you're consuming, okay? Because there's a lot of conflict. And somebody wanted you to be eaten up about whatever was going on, but you got this egg. You're able to really, plant the seeds. And look, it's like somebody feels like they got eaten alive. They really came for a beast, and they really underestimated you. They thought that you were not going to stand up for yourself and for your next generation, or that you weren't going to be stood up for. You weren't going to stand up for this creation, this passion. Somebody thought that somebody was going to stand up for this passion. They have a lot of passion. It's like somebody's going deep into their emotions and they want to protect you. It says, oh God, it's moving right towards you. Something is coming towards you, and it's a big energy. It's a lot of passion, a lot of hope, a lot of drive, a lot of creativity. Somebody's using their imagination to break the ice with you because their feelings are overwhelming them. It says, take care when peering into the unknown. Somebody needs to be careful, okay? They try to dive into your Akashic records and figure out how you know what you know. And then they realize that you're a motherfucking alien. You ain't even from this place. This is why you were forbidden to copy you. Because you're going to see it, and the ancestors are going to, it's going to be like a big red flag, like a big ding, 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 ding in the ancestral realm, and somebody's getting called the fuck out because they did try to do magic on a chosen one, and, well, they're getting put the fuck out. It says, it's not always clear that that we're only at the beginning of a situation. The stranger the circumstance, the less able we are to predict the way it can resolve over time, with a particularly shocking result. Gut-wrenching decisions may be forced upon us when we have limited means to which we respond. But any new encounter, no matter how awful, can provide can prove to be a critical that helps us recognize our inner strengths. Now somebody, I'm sorry, I had a download at that same time. Now somebody is seeing you tap into your inner strengths. It's like when you're under pressure is when you work the best. And as other people are under pressure, they buckle. Hence why you got the secret sauce, right? That's why somebody feels like they fucking fumbled you and they're all up in their head. I'm telling you, wow. Ancestors, what's going on here? Let's see what somebody is feeling, because you got that fire there. You're roaring. Let's see what the fire is. Ancestors, what's the fire? And it says, in the reverse, says, dig in, defend your castle from stormy keeps. You defended your castle from stormy keeps. It says, it wasn't your decision to burn everything down. Misunderstanding and miscommunication, assumption of the worst, fear, ignorance was this kindling. And while it took a village to really stack it all up, once one person put a torch to it, all went up in flames. Consider, though, that the flames also bring a rebirth. An ashen-earned forest grows again and marks a new beginning. You are the phoenix rising from the ashes, and you decided to dig in and defend your stormy keeps. Now, somebody wants to dig in and defend you, okay? But you need to understand that somebody coming in with that nice guy, nice girl syndrome, they have ulterior motives, okay? They have some kind of altered motives as to being nice. As it's time for me to heal. You healed, okay? And you're not collaborating with somebody because you know that if you collaborate with somebody, it's just because they want to be you. Somebody's been trying to be you, but they want to silence you. And now their mask is falling off and they're looking like a whole motherfucking mess because they haven't really done their shadow work. Somebody's getting called out on the spot and they're all stuck on stupid. It says, I left you before you can leave me. Somebody tried to leave you before you can leave them because you were seeing them for who they are. And you knew that they were doing some kind of dark energy work to get some kind of money. Maybe they were paying for magic. I don't know, to keep you stuck. Something was forbidden. It was to break your heart, whatever it was. And they wanted to leave you so that this way maybe you can go crawling back to them. They wouldn't have to apologize. But that didn't work out very well, did it? It says, I don't react when people mention you. Somebody knows that somebody's super suspicious. Somebody's being looking like a whole groupie, like a wannabe, like a motherfucking fan. And somebody's sad because when they're alone, the only person that's on their mind is you. Somebody wanted to know how you make that sauce. They wanted to feed you trash and say that it's like they're feeding people trash and saying that it's your energy, but then somebody eats it and says, but I ate that person's energy before and this isn't it. Like somebody's getting called the fuck out. And it's the ancestors. They are really ripping people's masks off. And I knew I messed up everything. This family, this corporation, this group, this community, this ex, whatever this is, baby mama, baby daddy, mother, father, sister, brother, a whole motherfucking family, a whole bunch of families. I don't know. They all know they messed up with you because they came up against the real one, a chosen one who has the strength to persevere their own inner demons, inevitably calling out others. You don't do it to hurt others. You do it to straighten things out. This is your mission. This is your purpose, and you walk by faith, not by sight. You belong to a higher power, so you don't mind letting people hear you roar. You dig it deep and you defend your castle from stormy keeps. Somebody feels upset because now they're not part of that castle, not part of that protection, not part of your knowledge. And you have something to offer this world. And somebody looks at you like a big cash cow. And well, you're not even cashing in right now because you got a lot of leeches around you. And finding out the truth crushed you. Somebody's finding out the truth. That you did have a lot of tyrants in your energy coming in to love bomb you, but it was only to take something from you. There was no real consistency, so you choose to be by yourself because you trust solo. Nothing there, heart of the deck. You came closer to anyone. Somebody wants to come in and offer you an opportunity to get you out of some kind of energy. You belong, okay? So if you're feeling like you're not part of, somebody wants to make you feel like you're part of, okay? Ancestors, last closing message, St. Francis Oracle deck, it's number 5. It's change, guys. You did the work. You get this change. And somebody sees a lot of people copying you. You did it first. You got that secret sauce. That's why you're in a lot of people's headspace. Number 5, sadness, regret, and love. The feminine energy within you needs to be nurtured. There is a feeling of sadness which at times may be overwhelming. This may be due to feeling unsupported. If you feel you are not part of the crowd, then maybe it is time to seek new friends, connect with new groups, discover new places which social connections can be made. Didn't I fucking say that? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. A lot of people don't like that, I swear, but you know, they say that psychology says that a person who swears a lot is a very trustworthy person. The person who doesn't swear at all is the one who's wearing a mask. Too nice, right? You can't trust them. It is what it is. They have ulterior motives. There are strong women in your life whom will help to guide you, support you, and influence your life. This is the right time to connect with them. You do not have to walk this path alone unless you choose to do so. Wise words are needed to make sense of a current situation. Somebody's going to come in, give you some kind of, you know, some kind of motivation, put you on game. Somebody has information that you may not have, and they want to help you. It says, you may be fearful of speaking out, but holding back will only bring resentment and anger and will prevent you from progressing. Somebody is mad because you speak up, and somebody wanted to keep you silent because that's how they are. They think that being silent to keep the peace is healthy. That's not fucking healthy. That's a fucking trauma response. And because you read it, you're like, you got a PhD in psychology because of all the things that you've been through, and you are a narc's worst nightmare, and somebody is realizing that coming up against you is like the worst thing to fucking do. And this is the last time somebody's ever going to come up against somebody because they chose you as an enemy, which means that they stop all this bullshit. Because you're that one. See, surrender to sweetness. Someone's going to have to surrender to sweetness because I told you, you are that one. You are that bitch. You are that guy. You got that secret sauce. Somebody's mad they fumbled you. Somebody's scared that they're going to come in and fumble you. Somebody needs to, you know, just do the right thing. It's all about intentions, guys. And you're surrendering to the sweetness, Venus energy. Somebody sees you as the goddess of love. Pleasure, joy, make love to life. This is a sensual, high feminine card. Now listen, somebody really does see you as this divine feminine. This is why you can make change. And it is about tapping into that divine feminine energy. The change within all of us. The nurturing, the compassion, the grace, that healing. We are self-healers, guys. Somebody didn't want you to put somebody on game, didn't want you to put the collective on game, but you have knowledge, hidden knowledge, and somebody's mad because you are not putting them on game no more. It says, it's a call to surrender to the sweetness of life, to let the ever-abundant feminine take over, to taste the fruits you've been working so hard to grow, to let your sense take over and the reality drink in your life with wonder, to get intoxicated on the simple bounties of the planet has to offer and which you have within you when your well is full. The ancient Babylons connected with the feminine goddess of the planet Venus, and the Rome's mythology, Venus was the goddess of love and beauty. In our night sky arises the moon. The Venus shines the brightest. That's the morning star, guys. Somebody wanted to persecute you and act like you were Lucifer or some shit. You're the morning star. You're Venus. It says, time is our most precious resource. It's time for the greatest healer. It's the greatest healer. If you've been all work, no play, this is a sign to take some time out, to reconnect with your lover, play with your children, and give yourself luxury of time without an agenda. Okay? Many of us are so busy building our lives that we forget to enjoy them. We forget why we decided to build them in the first place. Disconnecting from the sweetness causes more pain than we realize. So many of us walk into soulless buildings 5 days a week in the name of survival. We strive to build a life of our dreams, but drive ourselves to exhaustion. This card is the wooing you back to the pleasures of being human. To focus on what really matters and enjoy your incredible life. Starseed Soul Inquiry. How can you surrender the sweetness of life? And what's one way you can enjoy your life a little bit more? Somebody is very intimidated because you enjoy your life. You've been through hell and high waters in order to put yourself in the situation that you're in. And a lot of people look at you and they don't see what you've been through, so they don't take you seriously. Oh, but a lot of people are about to take you seriously because you got that secret sauce. And I'm telling you, when these people are alone, the only person that's on their mind is you. So I hope this helps. I hope this resonates. And I hope this gives you some clarity. I will see you when I see you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And I hope this helped. Cheers, guys. Bye. Let's call in some love for yous. You came close to a lot of people, and a lot of people can't face you because they know that you're going to stand up for yourself, because the decision to burn everything down wasn't your choice. It was a misunderstanding, a miscommunication, assumptions of the worst. The fear and the ignorance was the kindling. It took a village to bring this up, to stack all this energy up. But one person trying to come up against you or doing magic just fucked this whole crew up. And a lot of people in Karmaville are not happy right now because somebody loves you. I love you guys. It's me. I love you. Have a good day, and I'll see you later, okay? Bye.